What's up, everyone? Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if you cannot. Hey, Mr. NAW. Dingus, hope you're doing okay, man. Hope everyone is okay. Thank you for the host. It's over here. It's right here. Hey, you can't hear me, Rated? So you can hear me. Did I shave my head? Does it look like that? No, I just trimmed my beard. No, I have hair. See, it's just short. It does look like I shaved it though. It looks funny, doesn't it? No, I trimmed my beard up. I'm going to Mexico in 2 weeks. I didn't want a giant beard in Mexico. This is gonna be hot. So that's what I had done. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a pay-per-view show. I hope you guys are all ready for it. Cody King has put together tonight's card. It is 4/18. Fall Brawl has arrived. It is the last day of September. That means any donations are ending tonight. And the top donator... What's up, Aldenette? Oh my gosh. The top donator will get first dibs at the prizes. This is the last month. We're suspending the top 5 prizes. So we're no longer going to be handing out community night picks, music album movies, and all that stuff just for a little while. It didn't seem there's like a heavy interest for it. We're going to keep the pay-per-view though as the top donator prize, unless you guys throw a fit on that and really want to keep the prizes. It just didn't seem like there was much interest for the additional prizes. We can rate it says keep the prizes. So I don't know. There are only 5 donators this month, so I don't know how you guys feel. Are the prizes not good enough? Do you guys want different prizes? Wolfpack, yeah. I don't know. The Fellowship, yes. I mean, if you guys have ideas for things too, anything other than the prizes we have, message me. Come up with your ideas. What kind of content you guys want to see. We do have a new show launching. Next week is the pilot episode. The Graveyard Shift is finally launching. We're going to be talking about everything horror, scary stuff. And yes, Rated, Halo is returning back to the channel. That is something we need to get back going again on the weekly. So in place of the Years in Gaming, which we concluded, the Graveyard Shift will be a couple times a month, and we're going to be talking scary stuff. And I think the first episode, if anyone wants to be on it, let me know. We could talk about our scary roots, like what got us into scary content, what are some of our favorite things, what kind of groomed us, and then we'll have our first feature. I just got done watching the Squid Game on Netflix, and I want to talk with somebody about that. If anyone has watched that, I'd love to have you on a guest for that segment. 6 prize Pareto Wrestler Remedies your... Yeah, not a bad idea. Ready, you should. So that is stuff coming up. It is almost October. Give you a day and you watch it. Watch Squid Game. You got it. Halloween review for the last Tuesday in October. Yes. We're going to be talking about a lot of scary stuff. Again, the Graveyard Shift is launching next month. It'll be replacing the Years in Gaming podcast. It is going to feature me discussing with a rotating guest list of people all things scary movies, scary games, scary books, scary TV, anything scary. We want to talk about it. Yes, Rated, we should. We postponed Tuesday's music review podcast to next week. I don't know if you can tell, I'm finally getting over a cold. I got a cold. One of the kids brought something home from school, and I got that. And I was much worse on Tuesday than I am right now. Thank God for my wife getting Dayquil and NyQuil. It has helped break up this congestion. So that has been what's happening in my life. But you guys aren't here for that. You guys are here for Fall Brawl. I want to get everyone a few minutes here to arrive for the show. We got 7 amazing matches. We have, opening up the show tonight, the Elimination Chamber for the women. 6 competitors competing in the chamber for Money in the Bank. We also have a 6-man ladder match to determine the Twitch Championship. This isn't football? No. Touch tips, that's what we do. Boom. Thank you so much. Yeah. We have a second elimination chamber for the men to determine a Money in the Bank prize. We have the DNA Championship on the line, tie against Wicked in an Extreme Rules match. We also have the Tag Team Championship on the line, #1 contenders, NOW, facing off against Wolfpack. That's right, we've been dominant in the tag division. In 30, yeah, if you want to join, let me know. I'll load that up while I'm thinking about it. We also have the NAW Women's Championship, Princess Emma, the challenger, BMB, the Women's Champion. Big Branch Britt is ready for tonight. And then in our main event, a 2 out of 3 falls. Ooh, yeah. Big main event tonight. If you saw on social media, Adam Styles finally speaking on the beginnings of what was a fantastic month for Styles to having everything fall apart in front of his eyes with his first championship reign. And that is all thanks to Cody King and the NOW, and not the Wolfpack, that is. So that is your main event. Cody King, the champion, defending against Adam Styles for the NAW Championship. Thank you for the host, Cody. This is a war, and it will be a war. 2 out of 3 falls main event. And breaking news, everyone is banned from ringside during the main event tonight. We're going to have a good, clean fight between Adam Styles and Cody King in our main event tonight. That is happening. And Bullet, just to confirm, there is no NAW After Dark tonight. It is a pay-per-view night, so there will not be one. Our next show will be Tuesday, NPC. Again, Tuesday. Keep that in mind, Tuesday. I can't say it enough, Tuesday, because Tuesday night we have a live homecoming pay-per-view special brought to you by me, October 5th, 2017. The Weekly Dosage, our very first episode that we streamed, featuring the Super Nintendo Classic review. Weekly Dosage Episode 1, October 5th, 2017. 4 years ago. We're celebrating 4 years now as a DNA stream. And that is homecoming on Tuesday. Taboo Tuesday. Also featured on Tuesday is the cooking special. During Taboo Tuesday, I'll be eating Flaming Cheetos mac and cheese and drinking Flaming Hot Mountain Dew. What's up, Emma? So that is going down Tuesday. Again, NPC returns Tuesday before. Taboo Tuesday, Tuesday night. No NAW next Thursday. I am heading out the next day for Mexico. I do have a tag team tournament the week I am gone, scheduled and ready to air for you guys. 8 teams competing for the #1 contendership of the tag division. Stay tuned for that. That'll be on YouTube. Let's kick off Fall Brawl. It is time, episode 418, Fall Brawl. Welcome to the pay-per-view. While we're loading that up, let me get Discord going. We're going to have Cody King on guest commentary in a little bit tonight, which will be helpful because my throat is already falling apart. I was worried, but the show must go on. I do not miss a show. So let me just adjust some things here. Yeah. All right. Our opening contest is Super Kick Party. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for the host, iRob. We're heading down to the Elimination Chamber to kick things off. We have Kira.
You just made the list.
Damn. Timeout. Go you indeed, times 24. That is 2 years strong, ladies and gentlemen. iRob times 24 with the resub here. Thank you so much, man. That is incredible. Wolf Danger on commentary. Yo! Book a pay-per-view, we'll get you on commentary. So let me load this up. Somebody give me an idea for a prediction. Somebody give me an idea. Who will win or who will lose? I need ideas. Thoughts? What do we got? What do we got? Give me your best, people. I want your best. Not everyone at once. Lana, win or lose. Thank you, Thunder. Let's do that. Let's launch the prediction. Will Lana win? Yeah or no? And let's get him in. Predictions are live. Gamble, 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 people. You know you want to. Selena to win. Storm. So predictions are live. Get him in. Get him in. Get him in. Again, welcome to Fall Brawl. We're live here, episode 418, kicking things off with Money in the Bank. Kira and Alyssa to start. And again, tonight is the last night for donation prizes. Our top donator this month, as of right now, is Cody King. He might be booking the Halloween pay-per-view. Which will actually be a few days before Halloween, just to clear that up. Alyssa, Kira starting things off. Wilzona cheering on Selena here to win. Big standing drop kick from Kira. Predictions for next match, will the champion retain? I like that one. Are there going to be entrances for the month? No, for not the Elimination Chamber, just because it's a different arena. They're on for all the other matches, though. Oh no, you're ready to see the Wolf Danger. Wolf Danger's on the rise. I don't know if you caught MPC today or not. I see big things happening for Wolf Danger. What's up, Lotus? I love the idea of a costume match, a gimmick battle royal. A costume party, if you will. We'll give you guys enough time to create a second attire for your characters for the Halloween pay-per-view. See who's the most creative. We'll have a costume contest battle royal. What do you guys think about that? Or a Royal Rumble if there's enough interest. You guys got to submit a costume though for your second attire for that. If we get more than 8, we'll do a Rumble. And then we can, regardless of who wins, we can just do like strand prizes and stuff. Batman, you were Jason wins. So we'll have fun with this. Everybody's gonna get something. So, costume contest Royal Rumble, double-edged sword. It is time. That's all right. Again, it's not about winning the Rumble. So, Lana is in the match. Amy has joined the match. Cloud is called the Joker. We'll see if that happens. Round and round and round. We're just watching the spinning contest now, apparently. Pinfall attempt from Lana. Kick out at 2. Pinfall attempt here from Amy. And another kick out at 2. And a pinfall from Lana and Alyssa. Again, Money in the Bank is on the line for this one. Suplex there. Alyssa fights out of those. Strike to the back. And Storm joining the contest. No eliminations as of yet. And a pinfall attempt here. Amy almost eliminated by Kira. We got Wiener Juice and Doritos. I'm okay with that. Let's do it. The power crowd. Love it. Thank you guys too again for getting us to 50 so we could use that power grab emote. Ty had been wanting to do that for so long. We're so happy that we're able to do that for you guys. Keep in mind too that we're 43% through our Xbox controller giveaway from Design Lab. If you're interested in that, some really cool things that you can come up with as far as colors, designs. Check out Design Lab if you have a chance. I'm familiar. Sparks now joining the match. Her attire reminds me of Iron Man. I like it. Storm with this. Oh, Storm submitting her own tag partner. Alyssa is out of the match. Our first elimination here tonight. Did it.
Bang bang for life.
That's right. 1 elimination so far. 5 remain in this. She is on the rise. Well, that is a fact. Again, big things happening. Hope everyone enjoys the show. The locker room leader, says Cody. Is anyone buying what he's selling? I can't say that many of us are, dude. She lost her title. Oh no. Spoiler alert, if you watched NPC Extreme Rules, the pay-per-view today, which honestly was a really good show. Check out NPC Extreme Rules. It is in our archives now. It aired right before we went live today. Sounds like some of you got to catch it. I'm happy you did. 5 remain in this match. I think it says social she's... Yeah, she's ready. Bull wants to fight Cody so bad. I think Cody's scared. 2 count there. Kira almost eliminated. Money in the Bank on the line. He's a vacuum cleaner salesman? If he's, if you're a vacuum cleaner salesman, your best sales pitch is to not describe your product as sucking. Because what do? It's the point. So it works. Our products suck. But do they? Yes. But why? Because they're vacuums. They suck. Lana eliminated. We are down to 4. But yes, roofing. Not to be confused with roofies. Amy eliminated. We're down to 3. Headlock here. Kira backstanding. Sparks, Storm, Kira outside the structure right here. And the very dangerous metal part of the structure. Oh! Kira dumped through the ropes. Storm to follow. There's a mini tornado? Like, really? A real tornado? Like a real tornado? Nice pin there. The referee not in position of the count right away. That could have been a 2 count. Beautiful kick from Kira there, taking out Sparks. Storm now turning her attention to Kira. Pinfall attempt. Kira almost eliminated there. That was a close 3. Not quite though. Into a nice submission hold here. Fights through it. Kira looking worse for wear. Sparks dominating right now. Will this be her night to become Miss Money in the Bank? Beautiful brain. So into a cover here. Oh, what is Storm doing? Celebrating. You have not won yet. It's a little early for showboating. Knees to face. Get with the pin here. 2.5. Nice sequence there. Oh, Storm, Trump, no. Back and forth between these two. No advantage right now. Crowd getting loud. Backstab into a submission. Into a roll-up. Oh, but not even a 2 count. Sparks being wise and maintaining her distance here. Planted down in Storm. Sparks, Kira. The fight continues. Stomp to the arm. Three weeks to your birthday. Getting close, man. We'll be here before you know it. Pinfall attempt from Sparks. Ooh, takes out the legs there. 11 months back, man. You just had yours. We did the birthday bash for you. And fighting out of it here. I don't know if she connected fully. That was a nice kick. Kira taking advantage of it. That was an awkward kick from Sparks. I guess it was enough to do damage on Storm. She's eliminated. We're down to 2. Kira and Sparks. December 19th. That'll be a quick though, too. You just realized how soon your 27th birthday is? We'll just call it 21 again. There's nothing wrong with that. Younger birthdays, yeah, they stopped giving me my birthday. I stopped counting. Oh my, standing submission. Sparks is your new money in the bank. He said Neverland, here I come. Challenge Money in the Bank winner for a match. I mean, you could. These are things.
Here is your winner, the Blueprint, Miss Sparks.
Eating Chinese is delicious, says iRob. Oh, Sparks looks incredibly hurt. Is this a win, or is this, worth the damage? Ty's president SmackDown said, yeah, you guys had fun with that. The draft is tomorrow night for SmackDown, the first night of the draft. That'll be fun. Hope it's a good show. I won't get to watch that one live, unfortunately. I'll be going camping. The last weekend of camping for us for the season. It is the end of summer, people. Oh no. It's done. It's done. Let's see. Prediction poll. Survey says choose outcome. Lana did not win. Let's do will the champ retain? That was suggested. Will the champ retain? Yes or no? SmackDown premiere. It is a new season, right? The show's year-round, but yeah, I guess it's a premiere for investors. Time to feed the bear. Time for the pain train. You got tickets to see SmackDown in November. Speaking of in England, I'm hearing rumors that SummerSlam might be in the UK next year. Have you guys been seeing that? I'm trying to convince my wife, if so, for us to go to the UK for that. Because for one, I've never been to the UK. Two, I've never been to SummerSlam. And it'd be nice to knock them both off. Tyrone! Tie 2 titles. Scotland's where it's at. Never been there either. I've never left the continent that I live on. The farthest I've traveled is Mexico. So, and, it's far, but not that far. You heard WWE wants to do pay-per-view in Sydney? That'd be sweet too. They're doing more stadium shows too. I think they're looking at 8 of them for next year.
Yowie, wowie.
Mark.
So that could be cool. I do like a good stadium show. How do you get on the roster on that? Hashtag NAW. Upload to Community Creations if you're on Xbox. If you don't have the ability to do so, reach out and ask someone to create you. We have many creators here. I will not name them, but if they want to stand up and volunteer, they can. COVID passport. You gotta have one of those now? Yeah, I have to provide like proof of stuff to get back from Mexico when I go. Yeah, Wolfpack! Twitch and DNA champion here. One of his 2 title matches here tonight. Will he walk out with both? Will he walk out with one? Will he walk out with none? We'll find out. It's that boy.
Weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the International Champion.
24, this is the second match of the night. Sparks is our Women's Money in the Bank winner. And yes, huge shout out tonight. This card is brought to you by Cody King. Brawl 2021. We have revitalized the classic pay-per-view series here tonight. AEW doing a live show in Australia. I'm hoping AEW goes to the Mall of America in November. That would be fantastic. That brings me back to being a kid watching WCW. First Monday Nitro was in the Mall of America. Will says, I'll get the belt. You very well could. So could this man.
And his opponent, first, from New York,
Colt, what is up?
200.
You missed the Women's Money in the Bank inside the Elimination Chamber. Sparks won that one. That's all you've missed so far. So welcome to the show. Glad to have you. There it is. Colt getting awarded. King's handing out prizes like his candy.
Sanchez.
See what's changing character. Interesting. Or manipulation. DTA. Especially NOW. Time to feed.
And from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 305 pounds, Bear Briggs.
Do it at home, people. Chant the Bear. You hear them all chanting along. Zach Wolf, was that pieces of candy? Been fed enough. I Rob, you'd be just a snack. Don't poke me there.
Yowie, wowie.
Bear.
do. You still tower over him. You tower over, I think, in the majority of the roster. He says, I-Rob, you weren't even an appetizer. Damn. The icon
From New York,
has arrived.
weighing in at 225 pounds, the icon
Bull
Will.
has unfinished business. You're a giant in your own head. Queen, thank you for the host. I love that alert. That makes me so happy. Does anyone have, like, scary movies that they just love watching over and over again? Like, what one's your guilty pleasure scary movie? Like, what are ones that you won't ever get sick of, or you haven't gotten sick of yet? The Faculty, that's a good one. Good pick. Evil Dead, we talked about that on social media. Evil Dead's a great one too. I love the TV series. I thought they did a great job. It's unfortunate it got canceled, but they got to finish the story they needed to write. Friday the 13th, yes. All the Friday the 13th. Hell House. Cube, that's a good one. Adam has arrived. Nightbreed, Hellraiser, good ones. 24, which Friday the 13th? Like the original? I know you ain't talking about Takes Manhattan. Hellraiser's a good series, yes. They left it open. Yeah. I mean, they did. I mean, it's a closing, but they left it open. House of a Thousand Corpses, that's a good one. Devil's Rejects. What did you think from 3 from Hell? Did you watch that one? The original says 24, yes. Killer Jason. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yeah. I think to appreciate that, you have to read it. It's not as good as you think. Cody's really into paranormal stuff. I'm looking forward to many conversations with him on that, because I'm a skeptic about paranormal stuff. I love the genre in film, but as far as the reality of it all, I'm a skeptic. Slither's good.
And from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at
Pain has arrived to inflict pain on NAW. You read the Dracula book? Yeah. See? That's what I mean. No, yeah, the paranormal stuff interests me, but I'm a skeptic as far as the reality of it being reality. You love watching scary movies because you're scared pretty easily? No, I don't. I'm desensitized to it all. I am very excited, though, to talk with anybody who wants to be a guest on the upcoming show. Let me know. Let me know what your interests are. We'll feature that movie or series, just like Cody will be on when we talk about paranormal. Saw's a good one. We can talk about the Saw franchise. That's a great one for myself and I-Rob, and any guests to talk about. Critters, we mentioned. It's going to be a fun podcast. I can't wait to chat with all of you on that. Scary movie series. I just watched the Squid Game on Netflix. Speaking of Netflix. You hate 3 from Hell. The ending of Devil's Rejects is perfect and it should have stayed that way. Yeah. Devil's Rejects is fantastic. I didn't hate 3 from Hell, but I get what you're saying. The matches that we have a lot. This is a ladder match for the Twitch Championship. Sorry, Ty. There was only 6 entrances. Ladder match for the Twitch Championship now. Who will be the first to climb the ladder, which are not at ringside for whatever reason. You feel like there's a lot of strange things that can't be explained that fit the paranormal world? I mean, sure. Last 3 Disney Star Wars movies are horror. Oh, man. Jolly, we're going to have a conversation about Star Wars one day. We did a podcast on ranking those movies already in the past, so we're not going to do that again. But I would love to have an episode based on good franchises that were potentially damaged by bad movies in them. For example, Jason X. iRob dubs that as his favorite comedy. So, all you gotta do is start. Oh, good. I think you're in the right place. This is a nerd channel, after all. So. You love Jason X? I mean, it had some cool moments. Like the hologram camping sequence with the sleeping bags. Or the nitro-free stuff that shattered the one lady's face. That was pretty cool. Ranking the Saw franchise films. Yeah, that would be a fun task. The sleeping bag scene was hilarious. It was. That needs to be a GIF for the channel. And just that looping over and over again. See No Evil with Kane, Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors, that's a good one. See No Evil is pretty good. They made a sequel to that. I don't remember it much, and I don't remember it being good, so. The cheesy horror film like Evil Dead, yes. Ladder! The icon has the ladder first. Black Christmas. That's been remade twice now, I think, if not 3 times. So, Emma, which one? There was one like 15 years ago, there was one the last few years, and then there was one like 40 years ago. Ladder PTSD. Ty has the first opportunity here, scaling the ladder to get his belt back. The House is October Built movies. I don't know if I've seen those. The icon dumping the champion off the ladder. The icon has a chance at the championship. There are 4 of them. Yeah, I knew there were a few. Oh, these? You watched it as a teen, it seemed newish. So you probably watched the one from a decade or so ago then. It was probably one of the remakes at that time. But it was remade within the last few years again recently. The icon has the belt in hand again. Death Proof is really good. I enjoyed that. I love Grindhouse stuff. Ty, top of the ladder. The icon dumped off Adam trying to take Ty down. He removes the ladder. You believe Martin Ghosts and Demons that you crazy people getting blown up and survive for 5 more movies? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the new Black Christmas I heard was not good. Trying to find the most scariest horror house in it. Wow. Children of the Corn is great. I just recently picked up that on a 4K remaster. This week, actually, I have it with me. So. Texas Chainsaw, fantastic series. I have most of those. Ladder removed from Pain and Ty from Bear there. Oh no, not the attic. The infamous freaky attic. Freddy vs. Jason is good. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was a movie I never thought we'd get, and we got. And it delivered on what it needed to do. You can never go wrong with Jessica Biel, now you can't. Ty trying to use the ladder as a weapon, unable to do so, but he picks up Bear. Plays him down. They should do another Freddy vs. Jason, but add like Jeepers Creepers Leatherface. You know, there was a comic that had him going against Ash from the Evil Dead. And I think there was a conversation on making that into a film, but that never happened. Jeepers Creepers was good. And the third one was okay. See, there's iRob, as I mentioned. I was waiting for him to chime in and say that. Oh, what do we have here? A replay? They're replaying what? What did we replay? The Adam and Payne or the ladder grab? Rey Mysterio did stunts for Freddy vs. Jason? Really? Deep Blue Sea? I mean, I guess like Jaws is considered horror, so I guess. I don't know, like the deep stuff. I don't know, like the Piranha is considered horror, so I mean, yeah. Jurassic Park, is it? Or Thriller? Is it horror? I guess it's horror. It's pretty scary. Payne with the championship opportunity. Adam can't get the ladder. Payne could be your new champion here. Bring the pain. Keep in mind, too, the people winning championships tonight, you will be defending them on Taboo Tuesday, next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, Taboo Tuesday, all the belts are on the line. Everything is at random. I'll be drawing from a random number generator and filling the card. It'll be filling the contestants as well as the match types. You could have everything from a 1v1 all the way up to a Royal Rumble for a title. Dingus said that felt good. Tonight is your night, sir. All hail Payne. Fall Brawl, episode 418. Mark that down as the night that Payne became the Twitch champion. Let's do the prediction outcome here. Will the champ retain? 82% said no. I did not retain. And yes, Dingus, speedy recovery, my friend. This is for you. Get better, obviously. We need the champ at 100%. Our second elimination chamber coming up next. Money in the Bank. Somebody come up with a prediction idea for me. Thunder says, let's go Thorn. Will Mark win, says Bullet. That's what we'll go with. Will Mark win? Yes or no? Twitch Championship was just before this. Payne is your new Twitch champion. 24, you are on deck for that title opportunity. Your opportunity is coming up. We go in order of redemption. You're guaranteed a Twitch Championship opportunity, but we just have to get through the redemptions before you first. But you will be getting your match, guaranteed. Jurassic Park is educational. Don't recreate dinosaurs. Don't hide in a toilet made of straw. Stick, stupid. Ah, no wonder why you're all extinct. Freaking love that movie. So, if we ever do trivia night again, and it's regarding how much you know about each other, jot this down. My favorite movie of all time is Jurassic Park. That's a fun fact that most people know. Oh no, the danger. And Mark starting things off in this match. The famous right off the bat. Horror Trivia Night. There we go. Yes, Jurassic Park is so good. So good. I overlook its many plot holes, but it is so good. Even the book is good. Spielberg, man. So here's the thing, Mark. I know you're discouraged starting off as first. I'll have you know, and you should know, a majority of the elimination chambers have been won by people starting the match.
You just made the list!
Cody King with the sub. Yeah. Extending their sub through November. You guys can stack those things too, you guys know. So thank you so much, Cody. Getting yourself another entry there. It's a new top 10. The book is better, says Trevor. Most books are. Rated number 2. Well, technically number 3, I guess. You never figured out how to extend the sub? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. How to extend. Sounds hard. Lana with the first. Where you been? I meant to be all-knowing. I wish. I'm not one of those people that try to say they have the answer for everything, but really don't. I'm just honest. I'm going to tell you if I have the answer, and I'm going to tell you if I don't have the answer. And I don't have the answer. The Chucky TV show. You know, here's the thing. Why, like, they did the Scream show, they did the Purge TV show. Does Chucky need a TV show? I don't know, you know. Is it going to be good? Isn't it on, like, cable? I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel. Thorn is the next entrant. I know stuff about Cody that not many know. Maybe. I don't know who all knows what I know. That you know, that we know. You know, I know you know. Pinfall attempt broken out. 2 there. The Chucky TV show is a prequel. Oh. I don't know how I feel about it. I'll watch it, but again, I'm like not hype on it. Power crabs from Mark, kicks out of 2. Big Ben has arrived. Time knows how to bake cookies. Did you make the dough yourself? Or is it pre-made? It's after Cult of Chucky. So now you got me confused. You make the dough yourself. Look at you, my baker boy. Patty cake, baker's mine. Yeah. That's right. You know how to eat cookie dough. I'm really good at that one. The cell structure there goes Mark. You can only extend subs on mobile. It seems like a design flaw. You bake for everyone. International shipping might be expensive for food. Wolfpack.
Bang bang for life.
Useful hobbies, baking and cleaning. Those are useful. All 6 men in the match now. We got Bang Bang in it. Pinfall attempt on Wolf. Wolf on Wolf action. Sorry, that amused me. Big Ben trying to destroy the knee of Rated. 2 count there only. Trevor cheering on Rated, of course, fellow member of Black and White NAW. 2 count there. clothesline from Kaz. Pinfall attempt on Danger. 2 count again.
The following announcement has been paid for by the...
Speaking of the NOW podcast, do we have a date in mind for you guys' next podcast? I'm assuming it's going to be talking about current events as well
You just
as
made the list.
Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Emma, thank you. Thank you for the resub. Time 2.
A competitor has been eliminated.
As Wolf was eliminated, we had a sub from Emma. Thank you so much. You get your wonderful picture up in the corner of the screen there, too. Wolfpack. 5 remain. Money in the bank on the line in this one. Who's going to walk out? Dangerous men in this match right now, especially for the NAW champion. They should be watching closely. However, the wild card here is, of course, rated if he wins it and if Cody retains. We saw how they handled the briefcase prior. Tokens? What are tokens? What are my tokens? I'm confused. Token what? Oh, 2.5 there. Coupons. What you got coupons for? Your brain's crying and screaming. What happens? Tokens. Sakaz Bang Bang is token. No? Idle customer on mobile. Really? Weird. Thorn powerbomb to outside onto this steel structure. He said you already know. Man. Yeah. Pinfall attempt on Mark. 2 count there from Thorn. A lot of big men in this match. That's how you need help. We all need help. Pinfall attempt on Thorn from Kaz. Oh, 2.5. Channing, this is awesome. The refresher is delayed, man. Yeah. Pinfall attempt from Mark unrated. Rated eliminated. How sweet it is. Yeah. I rated. Bye. Mark with a cutter on Big Ben. Pinfall attempt, the big man in trouble. Wow, Mark on a tear. Like I said, the men that start the match generally end up winning. This could be Mark's night to become Money in the Bank. Mark, have you been Money in the Bank before? I can't remember. Pinfall attempt on Thorn from Mark. Kicks on it too. Keep a close eye on Bang Bang though, Mr. Kaz. That's my man right there. Versus Never. Oh, dangerous spot to be. Oh my God, on the steel. Thorn. Look at Kaz rushing in. Thorn eliminated after being spiked into the steel. Alana, you did not. You're out pretty quick. Yeah, Zach. Mark is on an absolute tear right now. However, Kaz, get him! Pin, pin, pin. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Spear! Mark is down, cover. Come on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bang, bang, baby. Money in the bank. You know you like to see it. was the Wolfpack in the house with that one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, touch tips. Touch it. Thorn, the office doors are always open. Let's talk, my friend.
Here is your winner.
Yes, Jolly, thank you.
Icon to
Look at that. Ah, yes. Oh, man. Tonight is the night for you, sir. There it is. Hey. Yes, sir.
Bang bang for life.
Bang banging it. Everybody tonight, we're bang banging it. If you're not bang banging it tonight, you're not even trying. Mark says, I'll just eliminate everyone for you. You did. Thank you, Mark. Everyone thank Mark. Because he did a great job for Mr. Cox here tonight. 76% said Mark will not win. Yeah, Thorn, I mean, what can I say? They saw your post. They targeted you. And do we have the guest commentator joining us?
Hello.
Ah, can you hear him? You might have to speak up.
Just setting everything up right now.
All right. Our next contest is for the DNA Championship. Wicked tie. Will tie retain is the question. Let's get this set up. Were you born for greatness? Oh. No formal champions? Oh, Thorn wants a word with management. He is not pleased with the outcome. He's especially not pleased with the booking of that match, Cody King.
Well, he's the only one that's unhappy, so... You know, you can't make everybody happy. They do say that.
It's true. These are facts. From Cody.
I never once agreed to no former champions.
That was something that Mr. Midnight
And the
encouraged.
majority of the match was no former champions. We've had a lot of champions. If I did no former champions, there'd be people that aren't watching right now in that match. That's just how it works.
Facts. Bullet says this show has been great. There you go. Look at that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Lana asked what's with the music. What's wrong with the music?
30 packs on Thursdays.
You're set. Okay, let me. Do you have your green screen, or you?
I mean, I can try to put the green screen, but you know my gaming chair.
Oh yes.
Big Ben
Yes.
wants
Hold
a
on.
shot.
I mean, I can attempt.
Let me see if I can get you framed in here, huh? Where are you at?
It's just not gonna fit on the chair that I'm using.
No worries. I just gotta get your face on the screens.
I think either 3 or 4 people in that match were not champions. Only 2 or 3 were champions in that match.
You cropped. We cropped your face.
Oh, hello. In the center of the screen. Hello.
Look at that. Let's put you... Where should we put
You're-
you?
That's a great question.
Should we just put you up in the corner? Just watching creepily.
Hello. Just look down on everything. Oh, I would need to look this way.
That would be perfect, too.
Oh, I was looking at Ty's butt. My bad.
Hey, who isn't?
My bad. Can you possibly share your screen on Discord so I don't have a lag from watching on PC?
making me do so much work. You see what I do for you?
I mean, there's like a 4-second lag if I go about it just on my my browser.
We got picture-in-picture of Ty now. Look at that. That looks amazing.
Hey, yeah.
Look at this. First time ever picture-in-picture. Ty's so beautiful. We got to see him twice.
Somebody clip that.
Look at that. Picture-in-picture of Ty. Oh, enjoy this.
That's actually perfect picture-in-picture right there.
Dude, I couldn't have framed it better. That was accidental. Where are you?
Love it.
Let's find out where you are. You're way
on the other side of the screen. Yep.
That's alright.
We're getting there.
Things on the fly because that's... Fuck it, we're doing it live, right? That's how we do.
Introducing the challenger from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing in at
there we go. He's back.
Pounds.
Hello.
Okay. Just in time too. Again, DNA Championship match.
Introducing the
champion. Episode 418 Fall Brawl here. Maryland, brought to you by this man up top.
At 250 pounds, he is the
looking down on everything.
Champion.
See, he's the king. He thinks he's better. He has to be higher up on the screen.
I did not do this. You did this.
You told me what to do. I had to listen. 1,000-bit donation. Hip hip.
Yowie wowie.
Give me that. Put him back down. By Lana wants us to kiss. We did that before, and it doesn't look the same with no green screen. And 500-bit donation. Hip hip.
Okay.
Thank you so much for that. You are, as of right now, the leader, and it is the end of the month. It's a safe bet. Can I ask you, what is your first pick? What do you want as your prize?
Well, you see, I am going to be taking the pay-per-view, but I am going to be gifting the pay-per-view.
Interesting. A twist of events. I did not expect you to say that.
Yes, sir. So I, in turn, will get nothing. But that's okay.
Are you willing to share who you're gifting it to, or is that later?
That is up to the universe. I want to give it to somebody who has never done a pay-per-view or a special. Keep it fresh. The only thing that I ask is for the booking of one match, which will be the NAW Championship match. So it is a little flawed, but that's how we're gonna do it.
I mean, that seems fair.
If I lose tonight, I will not be the one that challenges. So
interesting.
I will make that decision on my own.
Bullet has been the first one to chime in, saying they would love to host a pay-per-view.
And I will be making a poll for it as well. So it'll be the universe being able to select an individual.
Keep in mind, too, Bullet's birthday month is October.
True, you got a point.
Not that I'm trying to sway any deciding factors for the universe here.
He did host one.
That is true. Bullet did around
he
the
did
time
get
of their
one
debut. Yes, they did have a GM show. GM shows count. Yes, GM shows and pay-per-views are technically one and the same.
Yep, they're the same thing. I want to do somebody that has never hosted a show before.
Lana says I'm quiet compared to Cody. Now you're too loud. Since when are you loud? You're never that loud. Let me adjust that. Let me know if that makes any difference. I'll turn them down just a little. I don't know if it will, but... Rated has messaged you. Rated, you can't chat with us here? We're family. What's the secrets? We want to know secrets. What is the black box in the bottom left? with Black Box.
The gift of Jericho. Drink it in, man.
Time the F out, ladies and gentlemen. 5,000 bit donation.
Yes, sir.
From Rated. Hip, hip, hooray.
Hooray.
And Coney with 1540. That's such a unique number. Hip, hip,
It's
hooray.
so what we're trying to do, we are officially less than 1,300 away. So if the universe combined does another 1,300, we have the giveaway, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
Another 1,300. So me and Rated, we just got the bulk of that. So where there's less than 1,300 left. 1,300 isn't a crazy amount. I know everybody doesn't have the means to do 1,300, but if you can put anything in, make that closer to the goal, we're gonna have our giveaway here shortly.
Jolly says, DM, everybody's T-Shot. Holy cow. T-Shot in chat right now. How you doing, man? It's been a minute. Oh, we have to touch tips. There you go. It's from me and Kaz. We can't say why.
Oh, okay.
T-Shot, what's up, man? How you been? That's a Hall of Famer right there, Cody. Respect.
I'm also Hall of Famer.
So yes, for those that don't know, that the middle of the screen there is indeed our next giveaway for a console. We are 98.78% fulfilled in that giveaway. You do have the choice of an Xbox Series S, Series X, a PS5, or digital, a title belt under 500, or other. 100-bit donation from Batman. Hip, hip, hooray. Thank you for that.
Hooray.
And as an example I have for you guys, we did a Switch bundle, which, if you know anything about the Nintendo Switch, it is like $300. So we said to give it a comparative price point from like a Series X, which is $500, we included a couple games and made it up to $500 for their prize. So that is an option. But again, the prize winner will work with us on fulfilling that prize of their interest. T-Shot says, doing well. Trying to get your life straightened out, start a new job, saving something up for the girlfriend to receive soon. Oh, very exciting, man. Stay focused is my best advice. Just like John Cena, never give up. Cliche, but it's true. It is true. DNA Championship continues here. Extreme Rules. We are less than 1,200 away. 500-bit donation from Ty.
There it is, Ty. There we go.
Hooray!
Yeah. We are just over 600. We are 622 bits away from our giveaway, and Ty picks up the win and retains his DNA championship.
Oh, he's getting the hell out of there, though. I would, too, with Wicked.
And there's the remaining. We are at 100%, rated with 622. iRob with 100. Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hey, and into the hype train. I wish they came a little bit earlier. We just did a lot of bits here in the past little bit. Oh, that's level 4 completed. We were already in the hype train. Look at that. We are 19% through the level 5 hype train, which is the final hype train. Get us through this level. Come on, let's get it.
And 100
22%.
more.
Let's go.
From Thunder. Hip, hip.
Hooray.
Yeah. You guys are incredible. So,
final level.
With that, when should we do the raffle? Should we do it on Taboo Tuesday? Or do you want to save it for an episode that we're on together? How do you want to do this?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. Because we could do it Taboo Tuesday, or we could save it for the first episode of the horror.
878-bit donation from Rated.
Another
hip, hip.
Hooray, and 100 from Emma.
Hip, hip.
Hip, hip, hooray.
Bola says do the giveaway on the post show.
We'd have to set everything up for that.
Yeah, I'd have to count out, because I have to go through everybody's entries and figure out how many people donated 100 bits or values of 100 to make sure everyone has the appropriate entries for the raffle. That'll take me about a day to do. So.
We are 45% away from the level 5 hype train being completed, getting all the way. Choo choo.
Batman says whenever is best. So I'll work with Cody on it, and I want to make sure that obviously, Cody, if you want to be on the show when we do it, such like this, or if it's a different show that we're doing, or if we want to do a special, we'll figure something out. But
yeah, absolutely.
We have completed it.
We'll
and
talk.
200 more from
Up to
Orochi.
61%.
Hip, hip,
Hip hip hooray!
Man, you guys are incredible.
Doing things tonight. We're doing things.
Let me switch the prediction poll here. Will Ty retain? 44% said yes. So let's do this. Tag Team Championship on the line. Who will win? NOW or Wolfpack? The feud just won't end. And we got another here. 100-bit donation from Dingus. Hip hip.
Hip hip hooray!
All right, thank you for that. Man, you guys are killing it. I'm speechless. Like this is great. I get so excited to be able to give away things like this, and it's just so great. We've given away 4 consoles so far. 4. That alone is over $2,000 in prizes we've given away. You, in a 12-hour stream, earned almost $2,000 for charities. The fact that we have given as a channel right there over $4,000 away to charity and community members. 4,000 plus, because we're talking about other merch. 100-bit donation from Emma. Hip hip.
Hooray!
We're talking about you have gotten to watch in the past. So many people got merch. Other people got games. We gave away multiple copies of 2K20. I'm sorry, but we did.
We did. I actually got one of those copies.
And shout out to Wicked for helping us support and fund that. It's incredible. I mean, we're talking probably at least $5,000 in prizes we've given to you guys. That is money that any other channel could have kept for themselves, could have done whatever they want with, could have upgraded their computer, could have been selfish, but we have given back to each one of you because we care about our viewers that much. We care about good causes and charities that much. So, again, every time we fill one of these things up, I just kind of get, sentimental about it. It's a great feeling. 105-bit donation from iRob. Hip hip.
Hooray! And we have 10 seconds left on the hype train. We're at 72%.
T-Shot still has their DNA shirt. That's incredible.
Yeah, I just wore my NAW's rigged shirt the other day.
We do have a ton of new merch items too. If you guys ever want to get the new logos, we do have them on hats, hoodies, and shirts. Exclamation point merch. If you guys want to stock up for the fall season for yourselves. Choo choo choo. Yeah. Oh, here's the bad boys.
Bad boys for life.
Tice is captain and Trevor giving Villain Club vibes. I vaguely remember that group. It was a thing. I like this arena because you're actually not walking down on the crowd. Look at that. Wolfpack, loud and clear, who is supported here. $50-bit donation from Dingus. Hip hip.
Hooray.
You guys are incredible. Speechless. You left me speechless.
That's the goal at the end of the day, right?
I mean, yeah. forever grateful. These are memories that hopefully we'll all cherish and look back on. Oh, you're missing the oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So quick poll, chat. If you were the one that won the raffle, what prize would you pick? Let me know. Do we put WWE Legends in our universe mode? We have. We did a storyline over the summer that featured not Legends, but some of the top talents from the best organizations out there, like AEW being the best of all time, right, Cody? Sorry, I just want to fit in.
That's understandable. Everybody wants to be a part of the cool thing.
I do. I want to be on your podcast so bad, so I have to start liking that.
Our next podcast is actually going to be on Extreme Rules. There's no AEW involved, so
it is, which was
that's a thing.
Good pay-per-view until the end. I'm sure you'll have many words about that. So we got PS5, Xbox all the way, Xbox or Switch. An Xbox, you can tease Cody that you have two.
I still can't find one.
Oh no.
Still working on my one.
It's alright.
It gets the job done. Gets the job done.
We'll find one. You have a controller on the way in October, so
I do. I have the beautiful Needler.
I want good pictures of that so we can post it on our Instagram.
Do you want me to do a photo shoot? I'll go to a fall park and
yes, if you would
take pictures on pumpkins and stuff like that.
So we need a photo shoot for our OnlyFans account of you wearing just the controller.
Calm down, like Shawn Michaels with the title.
Yes, you get it.
He gets it. On Playgirl. Yeah, I'm down.
He gets it. All right. So follow us on OnlyFans for the Needler controller photo shoot.
Needler next to a Needler.
Oh.
69 pounds. Pew, pew, pew.
You're not shooting blanks. You're not shooting blanks though, so that's good.
I'm not. Baby number 3 on the way.
Breaking news.
Yes, sir. It got posted on Facebook today. It got announced today to the world, so I'm allowed to say it now. Baby number 3 is on the way.
No cheery deebs? You guys are terrible.
Cheer.
You can cheer for that. There you go. Congrats are coming in. Yes.
Thank you all. I appreciate it.
Ty also with a compliment. He says the controller's not covering that up. Yes, it depends on how you lay the controller. The Xbox controllers are pretty beefy.
No comment.
Here we go. iRob Smile starting the match. Tag Team Championship on the line. It is Fall Brawl. This is our 418th episode. It's crazy. 418. Some of y'all been around since the double digits.
Congrats, Cody.
Yep.
And to think, we were going to call it quits at episode 100. Look what we've done. Look what we've done.
Look what we've made. Making babies and making this show.
That's right. Honestly, I'm just anxious for 22 to come out because as much as 19 has been great to all of us, it's time for a new creation suite and updated stuff. Please. I
will say that this is going to be the second DNA baby since the NAW has started.
Yes. So Theo was born during NAW's run. And now number 3 for you. Good Lord. And Theo is almost 2.5.
Yeah.
Oh no. Hold on. Trevor with a great contest. Would you agree to this?
No, name's already picked out.
Oh.
Name for both genders is already picked out.
I think that's a great prize because I can only imagine, based on some of your guys' character names, what you would come up for his child's name.
Yeah.
Little John? It should be Lil Jon. And everyone just has to greet him with an okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Smiles and gravity now legal in this contest. Keep forgetting we do have the pay-per-view to call here.
That's what happens when I'm here. It becomes a party.
Oh, what is this? Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! See? Come on. Referee is just allowing this?
He's watching.
He is just watching. This is your pay-per-view, but damn, I didn't think it'd be like that. Oh my God, 2.5. Come on. The name of Nicki Minaj? Yeah, Jolly, you make a fantastic point. Mr. Kaz has been banned from ringside for far less behavior.
He had to go to the bathroom. Calm down.
He did have to go potty.
He had to go potty. No, he wasn't kicked out. He was allowed to go potty.
And the ref said, go, go, go. That's why he waved his arms so frantically to get him out of there.
Yeah, he said, just go potty.
We got more double team moves. The referee is not doing anything in this match.
Sir, you are allowed 5 seconds after a tag.
Are you though?
You are.
That was more than 5.
Well, by the way, you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How do you count? Oh God, here we go.
Normal. Yeah, 10 if we go to AEW. We get 10
Trevor
seconds.
just reversed the Destroyer.
As he should.
Shenanigans. Absolute
This
shenanigans.
is not a restaurant.
Isn't that Bennigan's?
Well, on the movie Just Waiting, it was Shenanigans.
Was that really the name?
Yeah.
It's been a minute since I've seen that.
They're the ones with all the flair.
Trevor manhandling me now. Normally I'd be okay with it, but not for the titles. Reversal in the corner. Cutting the ring back in half. Oh, the referee is down. Oh, look at that. Of course he is. While I'm in their corner. Yeah.
Well, they're waiting for the ref to get up. They're being honorable.
Yeah, but look at Camden watching. They're plotting something evil.
He's just checking out your stitching on your tights there. He's trying to figure out who you go to get those things stitched up.
Or how I fit into those pants.
True.
Because I'm a thick
Got
boy.
that donk.
Yeah, okay.
Got that donk.
They were talking about cookie dough earlier, okay? I had to have some.
Yeah.
And then some turned into the whole container. And then
Hopefully it was edible.
I
And
don't
it,
know. I don't care. Reversal.
hopefully you don't get salmonella.
Yeah, you know. Could be worse things. Come on, get it, get it. Destroyer. Trevor's down, pinfall. 1, 2, 3. See, that was a slow count for me. And here we go. Pinfall attempt for the tag team championship. 1, 2 to retain.
No, sir.
Referee, could you count any slower? I-Rob tag, now legal man against Trevor here. Hey, why am I exiting? I had 5 seconds.
You did have 5 seconds.
Why am I slow?
Great question.
Don't answer that question. Reversal here from I-Rob. Oh, chop block taking out the knee. Stomping nothing. He's got Cotton Eye Joe stuck in his head.
Where did he come from?
Where did he go?
See? Well, the answer we'll never have.
Yeah, no. You guys
Pretty
are gonna have
good.
that stuck in your head now. I hope. And I hope it just keeps playing on a loop while you're trying to sleep. Bull is willing to verse any member of NWO Hollywood at Taboo Tuesday. With the fans picking the match type. Well, damn. Trevor said he was aiming for the midsection, but he couldn't get high enough.
Little twitch going on?
Ooh, what is happening? Smiles is broken. No! Referee, this is BS. This is absolute BS.
Well, you're trying to get in. He's distracted. Stop trying to get in the ring.
Are you kidding me right now?
You were trying to get in the ring. I don't know what to tell you, man. You did that to yourself.
This is BS. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, get down off me. Try to get that in my face. What's you doing? Mr. Frowns. Get up. Do something. Hi, Rob. Man. Oh, hell no. Referee. I am not the legal man. What the hell?
You might want to go get that stitched up. Oh,
Hi,
a little
Rob,
early
we're not
celebrating.
winning. Why are you celebrating?
Little early there.
Oh, this is ABS. Hi, Rob. No.
Ooh, a little kick there.
No.
I called it. I don't know why you try to get in the ring. I don't understand.
Like you, I don't waste all these people's time bitching
Got anything to say?
and moaning and bitching.
Have fun at Taboo Tuesday.
And bitching and
We
bitching
will.
and bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching.
Action, the captain.
And by the way, 2 weeks from now, 8 tag teams will be competing in a tag team tournament in Mexico.
Rhino and Bear.
2 weeks from tonight. And yes, Cody, you're in that tournament with Ray Dead. So
Interesting.
you could be facing your own teammates here.
It's like that. It happens.
Do you think they might have intergender matches in 2K22 instead of mixed? No. I don't see that happening in a WWE game, to be honest with you.
No.
I am going to switch over to the predictions. Your face is going to be gone. Wow, the voting was close on this. 51% said NOW. That was close. Not bad. You already explained your cooking compare. How is Taboo Tuesday working? So Taboo Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday night, to add clarity to that, I'm utilizing a random number generator app. I've already assigned everyone from the roster a number 1 through 100 from all my creative wrestler downloads. Also, every match type is assigned a number, and the championships are assigned a number. You tried. Valiant effort. You got me
Just
when I
use
was like in this
5,000 on
zone.
that. I know. I was waiting.
So yeah, that's basically the gist of how that'll work. Everything is done by a random number generator, and nobody will be booked twice unless you're a champion going into it. You could have an opportunity to get a shot at a belt. Everyone is eligible, but not everyone will be able to get booked, unfortunately. So it's all random, and that is how Taboo Tuesday is going to work. I'll be announcing the matches before they happen for each match. I'll be doing it in advance, and I'll be announcing them during my cooking show segment, which will be also pre-taped and it'll be airing during the show. So on Tuesday, you're going to see me cooking Flamin' Hot Cheeto Mac and Cheese while drinking Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew. That is the thing that's happening. That was because of you guys. There's 50 subs to the channel, so thank you again for that. Let's set up our next contest. Oh, 2 songs going at once. My brain can't comprehend.
27.
That was a lot. It was the "Don't You La Da 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 Shy Away." Weird remix. It didn't work in my brain. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the NAW Championship. Princess Emma returns to the ring with a makeover. And we have the reigning, defending women's champion. Hold on, should we do it together? Let's do this. Who is it? BMB. You guys better have done it at home with us, because That's, yeah, you should have. Emma BMB, who will win the Women's Championship? Predictions live.
Yeah, Ty did a good bit of this. He did a good bit of this update.
Yeah. So there you go.
For life.
Start a fire. You know, fun story about that, actually, Orochi. One of the first series I did was 10 episodes on The Sims 4, where I created members of...
Got him!
We got him. We got us. Got him! Where we created members of the DNA channel at that time in The Sims, and my character was cooking macaroni and cheese, go figure, and I had to restart the game twice because I burned the house down and I killed myself.
Nice.
So, yeah. So there's a bit of history there with cooking macaroni and cheese for The Sims. You can check that out on our YouTube archive. Good.
Yeah,
stuff.
Emma got a new character, and she never needed you at all.
And it's for the Women's World Championship.
Damn.
Was that good? Was that good?
It's pretty good. I'm
It
not
was our
all-
child. Emma's call was our child. Or is our child.
And Trevor, I will not burn things down in real life. I can't promise because accidents happen, but you know. You said the sound's gone? Where'd the sound go? We lose sound? We better not lose sound.
Just for him.
No, Rated, I'll never stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
She never needed you at all. Do, 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 do.
We still got our big main event coming up next. Stick with us. Cody the King. Styles, the challenger. 2 out of 3 falls. Oh, she does the spin too. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her
Yeah,
now.
she's a cheetah turtle.
She's getting paper.
Little cheetah turtle vibes to it.
BMB. The reigning defending champion. She has been dominant in the women's division, especially in her solo career here. You may know her as a member of KFC, but she is a standout talent as a singles competitor. Sparks still trying to break through that mold.
Emma is not allowed to hit a pregnant woman, so
How's this match gonna go? You know, Lana competed
hopefully-
while pregnant though, so
that's true. That's true. She was very, very pregnant competing.
still waiting for Lacey Evans to show up very pregnant, and you know.
That's true. She posted pictures on Instagram. She's towards the end, that's for sure.
She is towards the end, and that woman scares me. She is so badass.
And Ronda Rousey had her baby, and
Did. How do you pronounce the name?
yep. No, I'm not even gonna try.
Okay. Does anyone... Oh, I guess it's all text. It wouldn't do me any good here. I'm not going to attempt it. I'm terrible at pronunciations.
Introducing the
And,
challenger.
Yeah, me and Ty were actually trying to figure it out last night, and we put it on a bunch of different like text-to-speech things, and nothing could do it.
It said error 404.
Introducing the champion from Saratoga Springs, New York.
Reddit says that's how you say it.
The women's
She talked about it.
world champion. The queen.
Ty says that title looking good.
King.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm pretty happy with my updates.
It is Hawaiian. It's very, very Hawaiian. But just because it's Hawaiian doesn't mean I would know how to say it.
Now, is he Hawaiian? Because she's...
Yes, he is Hawaiian.
Okay, because I was going to say, she's not.
It's the middle name that nobody can pronounce. That thing's like 27 letters long.
Right. Lacey Evans, she'll be backstage at SmackDown. I mean, she's very pregnant, and she's not going to do any segments.
Imagine.
No, I don't want to imagine. Could you...
She does a Canadian destroyer and goes into labor.
Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, Ty, we know that much. It's the middle name.
I think you forgot an A. It's Laakia.
Yeah.
I think it's Laakea.
I mean, it's a cool name. I'm not discounting that or, like, saying anything in regards to that, but, like, I just don't know how to say it. Nice leapfrog action here. Pretty even matchup between these two. Of course, Emma being a former champion, she wants the belt back. Bullet says Bray might be back in WWE. You know, at this point, I was almost as sure as I was with Punk debuting when he did that Bray was going to debut last night. He didn't. So I'm not so sure anymore, to be honest, where and when he's going to arrive. I still think he's not coming back to WWE, is my opinion on it. But
he's been pretty vocal on Twitter. I think he's still going to be in AEW. I just think that was not the night for it.
No. Bischoff made some really good points on his podcast about that, too, that they need to start spreading these moments out so they can give their talents room to breathe. And I agree 100% with him on that. But, I mean, who knows? You know, wherever Bray wants to go, let him find happiness wherever he ends up. That's the point. It'd be selfish of us to resent that just because we enjoyed the Fiend character. Leo Rush, yeah.
I made that comment last night. I was like, who cares if he's back? He's going to retire for the 5th time before he's 27.
Couldn't he not compete anymore? Because I thought he got hurt.
He said that when he got home, he couldn't pick up his newborn child, so he didn't want to wrestle anymore. And then now he's back.
Bro.
He has retired, I believe, 4 times, and he is 26 years old.
You know, I don't care for the guy. I don't think he's all that great. Plus, I just don't like the little flippy guys. I'm sorry. It's not my thing. It's not my style of wrestling.
Little flippy guys?
The little flippy guys. Not a fan. The spot wrestlers, if you will. It's not my thing.
What if you're a standard size flippy guy?
Spot wrestlers, not my thing.
Oh, so like Seth Rollins isn't your thing?
He's okay.
He's considered a high flyer.
He's okay.
But he's also 6'2", 6'3".
He's okay.
Kenny Omega's the same way.
He's okay.
Stop it.
Action continuing on the outside of the ring here. BMB in control of Princess Emma. Nice spin there. Loved Jeff Hardy, though. Loved. Past tense, Ira. Past tense. Leo Rush reminds me of the kid who would try and say time's out as soon as they're about to get tagged. Yeah. Batman says no chance Bray's coming back to WWE. He's going to AEW. Just needs the right time. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think he'll come back to WWE. I think there are a bunch of hopefuls.
Yeah, there's a lot of hopefuls, but he's been very vocal on Twitter. I think he's going to AEW. I think that there was a chance because it was his best friend's hometown, but then again, a lot of people think that he's going to be the new leader of the Dark Order, but I don't think he wants to be, like, known as the guy that took Brody's spot, and Dark Order doesn't want a leader, so I don't think that's a good idea. I think the smart thing to do for Bray is there's 2 other individuals that do not have a home that could come with him, in Braun Strowman and Rowan, and you could bring your old faction back with a new look feel to it.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like a logical move. It's familiar things. AEW fans like familiar things. They went crazy for Matt Hardy and Christian, which we'd seen decades before. So they like familiar stuff. So who knows?
Yeah, I mean, getting the Wyatt family back out, I think that's the smartest move to do. I don't think going with it. He has signed with Impact, but
so,
if you didn't know,
and you
the
also
forbidden door is wide open.
Right, and that's what I was going to say. They partner with Impact. They have a lot of cross promotions. They just are working with Major League Wrestling now with Fish. With the challenge, with the challenge there for Sammy Guevara and him competing next week. So they're opening all these doors that was not previously something that WWE would ever open. So
yeah, just because Brawl signed with Impact, which hasn't been completely confirmed yet because he hasn't shown up. Yeah, just because he's over there doesn't mean that they can't. I mean, you see the Impact Tag Team Championships on AEW every single week with the Good Brothers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the crossovers are rampant. That's why you see the biggest concern that I had that I've brought up on your podcast before is how they're going to utilize these talents. Well, they're not going to book them all on AEW. They're going to book them elsewhere because they can. That's how they resolve it. I think over time that's going to settle, though, and people are going to eventually go to other companies and stay with other companies. But as far as getting presence known and sharing like this is smart for all the companies. And it's what WWE should have done a long time ago, but they didn't. So, big moonsault from the top rope from Princess Emma there. Moving out of the way, though, is BMB.
Oof. What a kick.
If you guys like wrestling talk, you guys have to check out the Nerds of Wrestling podcast, hosted by Trevor and Cody here. We do archive everything on Spotify, Google, and Apple. There is a dedicated YouTube channel for Nerds of Wrestling as well. So if you ever miss an episode of that, check out those archives, give it a listen, comment, give your feedback, and then make sure you tune in every time they're live. And if you turn on notifications, you can see when they go live. They try to aim for Sundays, but because of scheduling sometimes, we all have other things a lot of times, family stuff. It does change, but be flexible. It is worth listening to. And you guys seem to be interested in wrestling. You're here for this, so you should listen to that. Yes, the Nerds of Wrestling is the podcast. 2 count there from BMB, but it is on the Dose of Nerd Acumen, Spotify, on Google, and Apple. It is part of that same feed. There's a bunch of different shows that air on that single feed. But the YouTube channel is Nerds of Wrestling, NOW. So if you search for that YouTube channel, give it a follow. It's also archived on the main DNA YouTube channel, too, if you don't want to go searching.
This has been a great match.
Back and forth, incredible. We still have our big main event coming up next, too. Power Crab.
Power Crab.
2 count there.
Oof. Late in the match with the Power Crab. That usually finishes it.
Not enough, though.
Emma fighting through.
Not enough to
just roll out.
Princess. Like Ludacris. Roll out. No? Nobody? For your time. Yeah, it's fine. I'm old. Leave me alone.
That was like the 90s.
It's not the 90s.
I mean, the early 2000s.
Yeah.
That wasn't
a little
that
Cody.
long ago.
Just a little Cody.
That was something.
Bullet listens to the podcast while playing PlayStation. Honestly, that's the best time. While you guys are doing stuff around the house, driving, playing games, check out an archive. Give it a listen. Honestly, head over to Spotify, Google, Apple. Subscribe to us right now, people. Get out your phone. Subscribe, whichever's your favorite. Google, Apple, Spotify. Follow us, subscribe. It's free. It's free content.
Uh-oh.
We're not the only wrestling podcast out there.
Got a sharpshooter.
I can promise you, we're not the worst. There are a lot of real bad ones out there.
There's a lot of real bad ones.
Oh my. Emma here. BMB is in trouble. Will this be
Setting up
the
the finish.
Uh-oh. Knee to the face.
Oof.
Oh, 2.5. Kick
2.9.
Incredible.
I thought the hand hit.
How is BMB holding on?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Iris move. Oh, missile
drop kick to the back of the head.
Jesus. The worst wrestling podcast is Ravens podcast. I've never listened to his podcast.
I didn't know he had one.
I was just saying I didn't know he had one.
He's one of my favorites, though.
He's got such a insight on the industry, though. He's been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
Roll up there, 2 count.
Britt almost got her with the possum move there.
Both females back standing. Emma with the forearm, but misses. The kick to the midsection from BMB. The size difference between these two. Emma grew.
Emma did grow. She grew a little bit. But honestly, Britt's just short.
Okay.
She's 5 foot even, and I think that Emma was coming in at anywhere from 5'6" to 5'8".
I thought Emma was also
it looks
short,
a little. She was prior. She was prior, but we put a little bit more effort into her. So yeah, she's how she wants to be now.
A little bit of blowing kisses there from the champion going up top. Big high-risk move this late in the match. This could be disaster. And it is!
Oof.
She sideswiped her mid-air. Emma, champion on the shoulders. This thing has got to be over.
Hit her with the GTS.
Go to snack time.
Go to snack time.
It's my favorite. The Amazonian princess. I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying it's interesting to see the growth in talent.
Oh, what about the snapping turtle bite?
The snapping turtle bite? Is that the name?
Turtle. Maybe that's the name we should go with.
I dig it. Gummy snack time break? I think Camden's in bed. We can't talk about fruit snacks.
Yeah, he is in bed.
Yeah.
He's got school in the morning.
Yeah, same with mine.
And then, for those of you that are not aware, Emma's other finisher goes back to the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. It's the sharpshooter.
The shooter that is sharper than the rest. Oh, dodging that. We got a dangerous position here for Emma to be in. That is exactly why. She catches a leg kick, or captures your leg in the process. She's going to sweep you right down, and down she went. Now mounted strikes from the champion. This has been an absolute battle. And it's hard to believe that we still have our main event next.
I don't know how they follow this.
You can't. The women of NAW always deliver. Oof, backstab there from BMB. We get the bomb. Bombs on the screen from Zach. Only reason Ravens podcast is bad is because the co-host Vince Russo talks negative about wrestling. I mean, it's Vince Russo though. What do you want from him? The man is poison to the business. That's funny.
Uh-oh.
Power bomb caught there. Emma kicked to the midsection. A single knee there.
Yeesh.
Getting back up though. She is no selling move after move. She just will not stay down.
Going for the pinfall.
Pinfall attempt, yep. Oh, I heard 3. That was 3.
Oh, again.
That was 3.
You cannot write it any better than this. Uh-oh, going for the sharpshooter.
I don't know. What's Meltzer give this match?
She's got it locked. Oh! Britt breaks out of it.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Are we in the Tokyo Dome or not?
No, I think this is San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. 4.75.
Okay.
Yeah. Tokyo Dome, 6. Yeah,
6
for sure.
there, yeah.
Uh-oh. Britt locks her finisher.
She's going to tap. She's going to tap. This thing's over. No one breaks
Finish
out.
many with this.
No one breaks out.
Holding it for a while. It's a lot of pain to go through. Oh, she lets it go.
Why?
Oh, my.
Oh, God.
Going high risk.
No. Not at this point in the match. Don't do it. Oh, my God.
Next.
Holy shit.
Somebody with the clip on that, please.
But she is back standing after getting missile drop kick from the
Oh,
top
wow.
to the outside and give her a jawbreaker. How is she
Throws
standing?
her back in the ring. This is incredible.
The no-cell goddess herself.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Oh my.
And still reversal after reversal.
Oh! That kick was super.
We've seen that set up the end of many.
But no!
Oh,
Going high risk.
going high risk. This is dangerous. Late. Uh-oh. She's letting Britt stand up.
But why? She can't take another. Oh my, catches her.
Oh, she's caught.
Into
How
a
about
bomb.
pinfall? 2, 3. Oh my God. Wow. Just give it up for him. Just give it up for him. That's it.
Holy hell. A reversal midair into a bomb pinfall.
That was incredible.
No rope break, they said in chat.
Well, there was no count out either, so it was no DQ.
Extreme Rules was the name of the game.
That is going up for NOY nominations ASAP.
Let's get the prediction poll on that one. That has been one hell of a contest. Emma, 93%. 93%. The champion retained, though.
A lot of people just lost some money there.
Woo! Emma says,
You guys should know. You guys should know not to bet against Big Match Brit. They call her Big Match Brit for a reason. So when it comes to those crazy great matches, she's usually the one that comes out on top.
Cody Fax on a Thursday again. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of Fall Brawl, episode 418, brought to you by none other than Cody King. Who will win? Adam Styles,
Following announcement.
your number one contender, the man that was robbed of his very championship, not by Cody, but of the goons in NOW themselves.
I will say he did he did kind of ask for it. You know, Smiles was the champion. I had the Money in the Bank briefcase. He did beat Smiles clean, respectable even. But after the match, he decided he wasn't done. And you know, when you have 4 other people that have Smiles' back, that just wasn't the smartest thing to do. You should have known that the next time you came out and showed your face, that you were going to get attacked, and I was going to cash in.
It was
And that's
not
what happened.
your briefcase.
It was my briefcase. It was gifted to me. Gifted. Just like I'm gifting next month's pay-per-view to one of you.
The following
For
contest
life, says
is
I, Rob.
a
Wolfpack.
So, are you going to say that the pay-per-view is not going to be to whoever I gift it to? It's not theirs?
Technically,
I got a point.
no.
I got a point.
No.
Come on. You got a point there.
Chat, what do you guys think? Was Styles robbed? I think so.
Was he robbed, or did he ask for it? You know, I was nice enough to say, hey, I understand. It wasn't the cleanest. I did get you at your lowest point. But hey, the main event of a pay-per-view. Not many people see this. So Styles, early in his career, gets to see the main event of a pay-per-view against a Hall of Famer.
He should have been the defending champion at this pay-per-view.
It is what it is. Regardless, this match would have happened. The title on his shoulder or on mine, it would have happened.
Some say
Look at
Rob.
that. Look at the shirt. Bunch of old dudes in masks, if my friend MGK might say. Can't respect those guys, right?
Just wait and bleed. You would get the reference if you understood. Bullet says you're a Hall of Famer, Cody, and you're afraid of Bullet.
Not afraid of anybody. I'm just not going to compete on the Performance Center as a Hall of Famer.
Styles
It's not
says
something I'm willing to do.
MGK fan, so.
I'm also an MGK
It's
fan.
not going to oppose you on that one, I guess. I don't think it had the same effect, though, if he was wearing an MGK shirt instead of a Slipknot shirt. But hey, who knows?
That's true. That's true.
I saw Slipknot in concert 21 years ago.
They were still wearing the same mask.
No, they weren't. They changed their masks. If you were a fan, you'd know.
I'm not a fan. I'm glad. You know, but they made the Fiend's mask, so that's pretty cool.
They did.
Who got fired? So.
Did he know? Did he?
I mean, he did.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's real and what's fake anymore.
That's true.
Is this
we're a bunch
show
of,
real?
We're a bunch of marks.
Am I
Bunch
real?
of
Are you real?
smarks.
It's true. Slipknot rules, says Emma. Unsanctioned match. Bullet really wants to fight you.
He still makes rap songs though. He does both. That's
There's
people
the
that don't
champion.
listen to MGK say that.
The chump has arrived.
The locker room leader is what you need.
Locker room.
The guy that got MGK suspended.
MGK?
MXG.
I'm like, damn, you got that kind of
Very,
power?
very similar.
Are they though?
Yeah. The guy that gave a lot of people, everybody that's watching pretty much, if you are in chat and you did not have a match tonight, raise your hand. You had a match tonight, sir. You had a tag team match. Just because you lost those titles doesn't mean you didn't have a match.
Hold on.
You, sir, did not have a match. That's correct.
That's
You're
right.
better on commentary.
And I'm gonna
You're
get that
better on
ass. I'm gonna get that ass.
Better on commentary. You know, I'd rather have you on commentary than that other loser.
I'm gonna get that ass until I get a match.
I think that Ty would have something to say about that.
I don't give a damn. That's why they make tag team matches. Am I right, Ty? Tag, you're it.
What happened to
Dude
you
out
there,
of
bud?
here. What the hell was that?
What happened?
No one invited him. That loudmouth son of a bitch. That guy's annoying. I heard he has gone to this camp over summer. It's why we haven't seen him in a minute. Oh man.
Yeah?
There's a lot that happened to Gravities and White Chocolate. There's a story coming. Let me tell you. I'll tell it in later time. But they went to a camp over summer.
Okay.
Oh man. This is good stuff. I was hearing all about it from him. Because yes, he was in the studio, that's why he was here. So Tice's Christian camp. Ty, how do you know?
97 pounds.
It's true though. They're born again. Oh man.
Introducing
Jeez.
the champion.
What a jackass.
From Annapolis, Maryland.
Sorry, I don't like that guy. We have a long history of beef with each other.
He is the world champion.
So like I said, everybody here had a match that meant something. There was no pointless matches tonight. You know, we have 2 new Money in the Bank holders.
True.
So, you know, we did the thing.
Michael Myers on commentary for Halloween Havoc. Maybe.
I also gifted it out some title shots tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
You did. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. That belt right there, the NAW Championship, episode 418, Fall Brawl. Main event brought to you by Cody King. Cody King, the champion, Adam Styles, the challenger. Let's go. 2 out of 3 falls.
Oh, going for it early.
Are you kidding me right now? Are we going to have a damn squash?
2 out of 3.
No.
Oh, 2 count.
Get out of here.
You know, still got to get him twice, so.
Unreal. Shoulder takedown. Now this is the Styles. This is the man with techniques that brought him his very first NAW championship. This is the dominance. Oof. And there's no one out here to help Cody in this. This is a true test for you as a champion.
You know, I've had true tests in all 35 of my title reigns. 35.
That's a few.
Quite a bit. Quite a bit.
And yes, our last #1 contender is indeed Ty, standing on the waiting list for that very belt. As you all know, storyline after that is how we're proceeding. So if you think you're the rightful person, Bullet, prove it. Show us why do you deserve to represent NAW as its top champion. BMB showed us tonight. Emma showed us why she was a deserving challenger, putting up possibly the biggest fight ever against BMB.
I'd agree with that.
Ty will be calling out whoever wins this match. Get ready for a promo war. Will we see Ty versus Cody King or Ty versus Styles in the month of October?
Rolling out. Smart move here. But it is Falls Count Anywhere.
It is. Also keep in mind, Taboo Tuesday, this belt will be on the line. One of these two will be defending it. They don't know what kind of match or how many people they'll be facing. That is a fun variable. Anything could happen.
Rob.
And that's Tuesday, only a few days away. They don't even get much of a rest. Normally they get a week. They get 4 days. Bear beat Bullet not so long ago. Bear putting their name out there, saying they're a more deserving contender. Thorn.
Air beats.
Thorn is
Battlestar.
deserving.
Battlestar.
It's true, The Office. It's a good show.
It is. Oh, he's doing the switch. Well,
Oh God, what is happening tonight? That is not normal.
little switchy thing.
So Thorn wanting to be in that. We have a lot of names out there.
Uh-oh.
Show us.
Here comes the Kingdom Falls.
Ugh. Get out of here. No falls as of yet. Just that
None.
fall. Nice knees there from Styles.
Just dragging him around.
Pinfall attempt. A
Putting his
leverage.
feet up on the
pin.
ropes.
Look at that.
Quick.
Dirty game. Ooh, the kicks from Styles though. Oh, got him in the inner thigh. Have fun sitting. Styles laid out after that exchange. Cody gonna spin him around where he lands.
Going swinging.
Woo. The King swing. Is the King of swing. Pinfall after that.
Falls into a pin.
Crowd. Is the crowd turning? Is the crowd cheering for you? No.
You know, I've done a lot of things that have been good recently. We're turning a new leaf.
No, what city we in? I don't know, man. This crowd's drunk. They don't know what to think anymore. Look at this just frantic behavior into a running bulldog. What are you doing? Misses the kick, though. Oh! Oh, he landed that one.
I hit that one.
Yeesh. Survivor Series should be in Sydney, says Bullet. Oh, double arm hooked into the sit down. He doesn't stick with the pin, though. Why? Mistake made. Wrist lock applied there. What are you working on? Out of the ring we go again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We have to bleep that. A lot of finger pointing and words. A pin. Not even a one. I don't know what you said, but you said some not so nice things.
Just some words. Words of encouragement. That's all that was.
It is. I'm sure. So believable.
Absolutely.
Here, reversal. Styles, the challenger here. Cody King, the champion. Main event. Episode 418. 2 out of 3 falls is this contest.
Still 0-0.
Still 0-0. This is our Fall Brawl pay-per-view. Our main event. Again. A night that will be remembered. That is for sure. If you guys ever want to check out our past pay-per-views.
Oh, got one there.
Whoa, what was that? Was that a knockout?
A knockout that he set up very quickly from.
Holy shit. If you guys ever want to check out any past pay-per-view shows, we have a playlist on the NAW YouTube. So is Styles up 1-0 after that knockout?
I guess so.
I'm confused. That was so quick, and you got up so quick.
Yeah, knockout, you'd think he'd be down for a second. But
Yeah, I don't know if that was just a judgment call by the referee or what. I mean, if you've watched mixed martial arts, you've seen referees calling TKOs a little too early sometimes.
That's true.
Or ref stoppage. I don't always agree with ref stoppage, but I guess you weren't safely defending yourself, and the ref said nope.
You know, the kick happens really quick.
I guess.
Uh-oh, rolling through.
Oh, this is scary for the champion. Wow! And just like that.
Well done. Well done.
I am honestly shocked. The sketchy judgment call, and then you were knocked out again. Styles, now a 2-time NAW champion here in our main event. Styles thanking Cody for the opportunity. Look at the
Absolutely.
Who are you?
What do you mean?
You attacked this man a month ago.
I didn't.
You casually walked down to the
did
ring
not.
with the not briefcase of yours,
You know,
and took a belt that's not yours.
You know, anybody would have done that. Anybody. You know, you got to be an opportunist in this industry.
Why do you need a belt? You don't wear pants.
That's true. That's true. I don't wear pants. You know what I do wish? I do wish in this game that we could pull the singlet down.
Ah, yeah.
That
That's
would
when
be
you mean
pretty.
business.
That would be pretty cool. I think Kurt Angle does, but it's only on his, and his isn't cool. That'd be awesome.
Well, take a moment, breathe it in, Styles. Tonight was your night, man. You are the NAW champion. Let me get the predictions out before I forget. tendency to being that. So 18%.
That's awesome.
18% Sid Styles. 18%.
That's impressive that it was so low. Put some respect on his name.
NAW.
Oh no!
Acumen Wrestling.
Not the Haas follows.
Oh man, getting them in here.
Only 2 though, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
They've been on a tear.
Now I do want to make a little announcement. You know, with everything that has conspired over the past month and a half, me changing a new leaf, everything like that. You guys can trust me. You guys cannot trust me. I think this pay-per-view deserves it a little bit. The next pay-per-view I am gifting to one of you. But NOW is, for now, going off and venturing into our own things. We will continue to be friends. We will continue to be allies. But NOW Black and White, from now on, is officially separated.
Wow.
A king is nothing without his castle. So, myself, I will not be known as the king anymore. You know, that is played out. It is over. The king is gone. I'm going back to my roots, and I will see you all shortly.
That is huge. What does that mean for Taboo Tuesday? What does that mean for Wolfpack? Are we the dominant now? I guess we'd have to be the tag team champions to be dominant. We'll get back on that
And
Saturday.
technically, there is a tag team that was formerly known as, that is currently the tag team champions. And like I said, we're still friends, we're still allies. Nobody's turning on anybody, nothing like that. We are all going to walk our separate ways because we don't want a faction to hold us back. You know, you mentioned at the beginning of this this match that that I didn't have NOW out here. You know, I don't necessarily need them, and they don't need me. And we're going to continue on just fine.
I did not expect this happening tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a bit in shock. I'm a bit curious about what's to happen next in the career of Cody. He is a maverick, of course. We've seen him confident, good and bad, with who he's aligned himself with, and even running solo. He is a dangerous individual, but also a generous individual. You've seen, you know, the latter here tonight, the kindness. For me, I've been in the inner circle. We've battled together, my friend. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. I'm keeping one eye open.
You know, I will now be known as the locker room leader. If anybody needs me, if anybody needs anything, come to me. I will help you out, whether it's with a new look, whether it's with a new storyline, whether it's anything that you may need. Cody Maverick will be here for everyone. Heel or face.
Sleep with one eye open, ladies and gentlemen. But mostly, let's give a huge shout out to everyone that donated and subbed tonight. We did meet our goal. Thank you so much. We'll be talking behind the scenes on when we're going to schedule that giveaway. I have to do the fun work now of making sure I count everyone's entry, and I will be posting that on social media and tagging you in that post to show you how many entries you have and then your ticket range number. We'll be doing it as we've done in the past, drawing from a box of tickets with a number. That'll be the person that wins. Again, we'll come up with what show we're going to be doing it on. We might be doing additional things. I don't know. Maybe we'll do Strands prizes. Maybe we'll be doing something else. We'll think of something fun to do it on, and we will make sure it's scheduled in advance with enough time for people to plan on showing up for it. So that is coming soon to the channel. Well, let me see if I can roll these credits here to thank everyone.
A lot of thanks tonight. A lot of things happened.
Let's see if it did it all. Will you work? There it is. Dose of Nerd Acumen, that's us. Thanks for supporting the stream. Cheers. Rated 6,500, Cody 3040, Ty 500, IROP 205, Orochi 200, Emma 200, Flying Dingus 150, Batman 100, Thunder 100. I don't know if that's accurate, but thank you. Moderators, Lana King,
what it says up top.
Knight, Raven, Stream, Followers, Haas, yes! And Faye, Subs, IROB, Emma, Hosts, Jolly, Batman, Rated, Ads, Ty, Cody, IROB, Queen, Dingus, Cloud. You guys didn't host us yet, get in and now. You guys do get strand bonuses for that. It doesn't matter when in the stream you do it. You'll get a strand bonus nonetheless. So, September's done, guys. Thank you so much. I look forward to the content coming in October. Be on the lookout for that. As always, turn on notifications. Connect with us on social media. Shoot us a message if you ever have any questions on the content that's coming, or if you want to get involved in any other way than just being a viewer. If you want to help us out with social media stuff, if you want to help us out by spreading the word, you know, any way that you can help us grow this fellowship would be super appreciated. It's a privilege and honor to be able to do this stuff for you guys. So thank you so much. And then, of course, for everyone behind the scenes that helps out, Cody, you as well, man. Thank you. I genuinely mean that. Out of character here. You're fantastic, and I appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. I'm very thankful to have found this place over 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago. And yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to be a part of this and make it better even before I was officially a part of it. Making things for people and helping this show get better. And then even going down and trying to make the community a better place and being able to do more things and announcing the need for our women to be respected and the stuff we did for charity and everything like that. It all means a lot, and it really comes down to every single person in this community, not just myself. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the show tonight. I tried to make it as fair and as good as I possibly could for every single person that shows up week in and week out and supports us for everything we do. So I really appreciate it.
Long live NAW, forever for life. It's not just a phrase, it's fact. We're going to keep this thing going at least until 500 episodes. We hope you'll continue to watch through 500 episodes. If you guys want more after we hit 500, let's do more. But let's get to 500 first, and then we'll continue talking. That's our goal, and I have a promise. I'll get you to 500, and then we'll go from there. Thank you guys so much, though. It's been a wonderful show. We will see you on the next episode. Until then, though, have a good night, everybody.